round of applause. How many of you know Megastar Mammootty? Means you heard at least one time. Thank you. Today I had a story about Mammootty, so I was thinking to just share with you guys. One of the famous production company approached Mammootty to get his call sheet for continuous 40 days. There are no feelings. The only condition with Mammootty is Mammootty need to act with Dulquer Salman in this film. It's a you know Dulquer Salman, right? His son, Dulquer Salman. So Mammootty, after hearing the story, script, knowing the director, he agreed to give 40 days continuous date to this company. But he asked to this director only one question. How you can make Dulquer Salman as my father? Because I will not going to be act as his father. So if he is ready, I'm ready to give 40 days time. Why I told you this story to you? You know what is his age now? Any idea? Anyone?
Mammootty is 72.
70. But you are, at least you are near to that. 70. See, look at the confidence of this gentleman, Mammootty. Age is just a number for him, nothing else. Age is nothing. Age is just a nothing. Age is just a number for Mammootty and for everyone. This purely depends upon our attitude. If you are thinking you are old, you are old. At your age, you are thinking you are 16, you are 16. So age is just a number. Having said that, back to our normal meeting. There are 3 ground rules which needs to follow the Toastmasters meeting. We will not talk about sex, religion, politics. And I request all the members and guests, please switch off your mobile and put it on silent mode during the meeting. So, vision of the Toastmasters. Mission of the Toastmaster Club is to we provide supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in a greater self-confidence and personal growth. Without any further intro, I want to call a person. She is very passionate Toastmaster, young, energetic, vibrant, Newstart Toastmaster President, Toastmaster Rajalakshmi. Toastmaster Rajalakshmi, this 60th Toastmaster Newstart Toastmasters platform is for you now. Give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Rajalakshmi.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Biju. Yes, thus we have reached to our 60th meeting and the very first meeting in the month of October. We all know how special the month October is. It's all about health, health, health. Last week, that is 10th October, we celebrated World Mental Health Day. As we know, that particular day, that is not only for that particular day, or the celebration is not for a special particular day, but it is the reminder for us how we should be careful or how we should consider our mental happiness or mental peace as the most important one in our life. And how do we need to continue to achieve that in our life? Again, the October month is the month of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. During this whole week, everyone, even in the schools, colleges, or companies or any other organizations, everybody is spreading the awareness of breast cancer throughout this month. Irrespective of the gender, everyone should be aware how important this is, and we should learn how to do the self-test if you are, especially if you are above the age of 40. And the third most important health related event which is coming up here in the UAE is the fitness challenge hosted by the UAE, that is 30 by 30 fitness challenge. 30 minutes for 30 days. Let's see how we can, we as Newstart Toastmasters, how we are also going to be part of this mega event, this particular event, which is specially focusing on health and fitness. So with this note, as the president of Newstart Toastmasters, I declare this meeting as opened. And as we do not have any guests here, all are Toastmasters, so we can straight away proceed to our meeting. And we have our club secretary who has been giving us the details of what has happened in our previous meeting. I'm sure he has been taking much time from his personal life to prepare these minutes of meeting for as he needs to present this in each of the meetings. So I would like to call our Toastmaster, our club secretary, Toastmaster Prabhu, to read out the minutes of the meeting of our last, that is 59th meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Prabhu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajalakshmi. Very good evening to fellow Toastmasters. We don't have guests, but I hope in the next meeting we'll get more. Okay, so I'm here to read the minutes of Newstart Toastmasters Club meeting number 59. The theme of the meeting was the circadian circle. So the date of our meeting was 29th of September 2021. The usual club timing 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. was followed. Our Sergeant at Arms opened the meeting on time, Toastmaster Biju. He opened the meeting with questions about countries and capitals. He read out the Toastmasters mission statement and familiarized everyone with rules to follow during the meeting. His usual task, he performed to the mark. Followed our President Toastmaster Rajalakshmi. She addressed the meeting number 58. She talked about Expo 2020's theme, Connecting Minds, Creating the Future, and explained how we could experience and get the most out of what Expo 2020 offers. Followed our Toastmaster address. The Toastmaster of the day was Binu, Toastmaster Binu. She introduced the theme, the circadian circle. To summarize the theme, circadian circle is a 24-hour cycles that are part of our body's internal clock running in the background to carry out essential functions and processes. She explained the 9 circadian wisdoms and its vital role in one's well-being. Followed the word of the day. Toastmaster Prabhu introduced the word of the day. It was pivot, meaning a person, thing, or factor having a major or central role, function, or effect, a key player or a position. Followed our prepared speeches. Toastmaster Amita delivered her icebreaker speech, and Toastmaster Anshuman delivered his L1P3 research and presentation. Speech title was The Metal of the Future. Both the speakers were qualified for the best speaker poll. Follow table topics. Toastmaster Gerald conducted the table topic session. The following members were participated: Toastmaster Iman Al-Swaidi, Toastmaster Biju, Toastmaster Ian, and Toastmaster Suja Shumesh. All the Toastmasters participated in the table topics were qualified for the best table topic speaker poll. Followed our evaluation. Toastmaster Ian evaluated Toastmaster Amita's speech, and Toastmaster Raghu evaluated Toastmaster Anshuman's speech. All the evaluators were qualified for the best speaker poll, for the best evaluator poll, sorry. And followed our grammarian, followed our role players. The grammarian role was played by Toastmaster Rajalakshmi. She did an additional role of R counter as well on that day, and Toastmaster Shiji did the timer role. General evaluation was conducted by Toastmaster Iman Al-Swaidi. She provided detailed feedback on the meeting proceedings and provided valuable feedback for all the participants. The winners of the day were Best Speaker, Toastmaster Anshuman, Best Evaluator, Toastmaster Ian, Best Table Topic Speaker was Toastmaster Iman, and the meeting adjourned at 9:30 p.m. So that's all for the minutes of meeting number 59. I welcome you all again for meeting number 60. Over to you, Toastmaster Rajalakshmi.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Prabhu. Next, the time to introduce the most important role player of this meeting. The very energetic, our own laughter yoga specialist, Toastmaster Ian. We all are already experienced how he has influenced each of us by spreading happiness. I would like to welcome Toastmaster Ian to lead the session forward. Over to you, Toastmaster Ian. A big round of applause to Toastmaster Ian.
Breath work is so powerful that it could change the pH of your blood. It could make it more acidic or more alkaline in minutes. So learning how to tap into the power of your breath can impact every aspect of your life, your mood, your overall health, your endurance, your digestion, and even your sleep. So very, very, very warm good evening to all my fellow Toastmasters. My name is Ian Fernandez. You all know that. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm a breath coach leader now. And plus I laughter yoga like the president just mentioned that. So breathing exercises done correctly, done safely are one of the most powerful ways to control your mind, your body, your nervous system, your endocrine system. Now breathing for most of us is something that is just totally automatic. In fact, it is controlled by our autonomic nervous system. It happens all by itself. For example, you are crossing the street and you are a car passes on your crosswalk and it almost hits you. So my question to you is, what do? Do you inhale or you exhale? You inhale, right? You cover your heart and you get out of the way. That is the fight or flight. It's the sympathetic nervous system response. Now, many people, in fact, many of you are breathing this way as if you are about to be hit by a car all day long. Now, imagine what that does to your mind and your body and your life. So most of our 30 trillion cells, they need oxygen in order to produce enough energy to help your body function at its best. And our cells, they use energy from the oxygen you breathe and from nutrients in your food to be converted into fuel. Improving your oxygen intake by practicing this beautiful thing called the breathing exercise just helps maintain that cell functioning in the best way possible, which means that you reap benefits, you feel better, you think better, and you perform better when your cells are energized. So what we are just going to do is we're just going to do a little practice right now to just understand your breath hold test. And this is something that I want you guys to keep this test with you so that you will understand how we do it. So just stay with me for a moment. And all I'm just going to ask you is inhale for the count of 4 and exhale for the count of 4. Okay, so just inhale from the nose for the count of 4. 2, 3, 4. Exhale out from the nose. 2, 3, 4. Inhale from the nose. 2, 3, 4. Exhale from the nose. 2, 3, 4. One more last time. Inhale from the nose. 2, 3, 4. Exhale from the nose. 2, 3, 4. And now come back. Okay. Now, what we are going to do is what I call as the BHT, the breath hold test. And how we're going to do this, we're just going to take a nice soft inhale. We're going to exhale. Then we're going to pinch our nose and we're going to stop breathing. And I am going to count from 1 to 40. Now, whenever you get the urge to breathe, you release it and you inhale. Okay, you don't have to stay till 40. Whenever the mind gives you that urge that I need a breath, you release, you inhale. But keep in mind that number when you released it. That is going to be your own number. All right. So you get it. So this is what we're going to do. So take a nice inhale, exhale, and pinch your nose and stop breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Come back, take a nice deep breath and breathe out. And if you just want, you can just put on the chat box what was your number, your individual number. Just put it down in the chat box. So this will give us an idea. Wow, Prabhu was 31. That was very good. 23 from Prasad, very nice. 40 from Raj Lakshmi, 30 Ram, 41 Pari, beautiful. 29 Shobha. So what is breath hold time and why is it important for your health? Okay, so let me explain why is it important for your health. The breath hold time was something that was invented by Dr. Butiko, and it is used by medical practitioners in Russia since it's a very accurate measurement of your state of health. On an average, according to Dr. Butiko, is around 30 to 40 seconds. Now, don't panic or don't freak out if you are not, okay? So all those in the 20s and 30s, don't freak out if you're not. With daily practice of breathing, it will just begin to improve. But when you are under 30 seconds, that is when you start getting into an unhealthy range. And when you are below 20 seconds or less, that is when you are very unhealthy. If you are above that 15 seconds threshold, then doing daily breath work practice will just improve your breath hold time, your BHT. So that is what. So I'll give you more as I come into my next segment, but now we're going to get onto the show. So let me just introduce my role players for today. My word master today is none other than Toastmaster Bichu. Timer is Toastmaster Shaina, but she's delegated that to her son Mahadev while she comes over she's stuck in the traffic. And in table topics, we have none other than Toastmaster and Shuman. So to begin this session, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Biju to give us that magic word which we are all going to use for this entire session. Over to you, Toastmaster Biju.
Thank you, TMOD. I'm happy to be here as a wordmaster of the day today. So I just share my screen. Let's see. Hope you can see this, right?
Yep.
Okay. So the purpose of the wordmaster is to help to increase our fellow members for their vocabularies. So today I brought a word. It's a very simple word. Today's word is celerity. C-E-L-E-R-I-T-Y. Celerity. Celerity meaning rapidity of motion or action, swiftness, speed. Origination, celerity came in the late 15th century from Old French celerity, from Latin celeritas, swift. The derived form is celerity, C-E-L-E-R-I-T-Y, celerity. Quotes, celerity is never more admired than by the negligent. William Shakespeare from his play Antony and Cleopatra. There is only one form this word, is noun, celerity. Synonyms: speed, expedition, dispatch, quickness, swiftness. Antonyms: slowness, inertness, tiredness, compressedness. Some example: we should address our own problems with as much as celerity as we address the problems of others. In order to work as a ball person during the tennis game, you must be able to run with a great celerity. People choose to travel by air because of the celerity of airplanes. The last one: when the commanding officer tells his soldier to move, the men and the women move with a purposeful celerity. So these are the examples. So now we will go for a round robin session.
Toastmaster Anshuman collects the role players with celerity.
Wow. Okay. Right. Absolutely right. So who next? I think Ram is muting himself. I think he.
Okay, I think celerity is the need of the hour for all Toastmasters to take up the roles.
Wow. Thank you, Ram. Toastmaster Prabhu, you want to try?
Okay, let me try. Okay, even though we expect celerity, at the same time, we should be careful as well.
Very good. And who else? Toastmaster Rajlakshmi?
Yeah, if being provoked, the reaction will be in celerity, but we need to rethink twice.
Very good, sir. Okay, last we can go for only one more person. Who else? Toastmaster Shobha? Who was it? Was it Toastmaster Shobha? Or someone else? Let's see. Someone was trying to tell something.
Yes, I said that I will try.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, just Toastmaster Shaina is probably maneuvering the roads of Dubai and with celerity to reach the Newstart meeting in time for her role.
Wow. Okay. Thank you, all of you. I request all the role players to use this word maximum today's meeting. Back to TM Modi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bichu. Amazing word, celebrity. Guys, I encourage all of you to please use this word as much as you can. And let's make it part of our vocab as well as we move forward. Now, this is the most interesting time, and I always love this time. I love this time is not because we're getting into the space, but because I love this time because of the speakers that I have today on this platform. I have today two beautiful speakers who I know very well, and they come from that space of healing, restoration, and transformation. They are helpers, they are healers. Wherever they go, they only spread positive energy, nothing else but positive energy. And that is Toastmaster Pari and Toastmaster Ram. Both of you, welcome to the Toastmasters Club. And I'm going to wish you guys, before everyone wishes you, I'm going to wish you all the best on your speech. And my very, very first speaker is Toastmaster Pari, who is doing her L3 electives, inspire our audience. And her evaluator is none other than Toastmaster Rajlakshmi. Rajlakshmi, would you like to read her?
Yes.
Yeah, thanks. Over to you, Toastmaster Rajlakshmi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ian. My target speaker, Toastmaster Pari, is trying to attempt her level 3 elective projects, inspire your audience in the path, motivational strategies. Title of the speech is Habits. And the purpose of this project is for the member to practice writing and delivering a speech that inspires others. The purpose of this speech is for the member to inspire the audience. Time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Pari.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajalakshmi. Toastmaster Pari, inspire your audience. Toastmaster Pari, the stage is yours. All the best.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, I can see the timer now. Thank you. Good evening, Toastmaster and fellow guest. Good evening. Did you know that science says 40% of everything, whatever you do, is all habitual? That means the big part of our life is almost like an autopilot. Think about it for a while and see all your habits which you've been, inculcated somewhere and you want to get rid of. Think about it and see whether it is empowering you or disempowering you. Whether it is, getting the best of you or freeing you, or it is just, pulling you down. Just think about all those habits which is like in the best of your version and see in your space what it is happening in your habits. Are the patterns which keeps on, like a ring. It is binded to each other. We are so much automated that everything which is happening around us, it is like, okay, we wake up, we do things, and it is just automated. It's not like, you cannot pause that thing. So I realized this when I was going through something and I was just spending my time 4 hours a day in Netflix, watching Netflix all the time. I was keeping myself occupied in that. And that is like, I was so much into social media, scrolling all the time. And that was buzzing me. I am not taking in charge of myself somewhere. And my book, which I have written already, 30,000 words already in my book, it's lying there on the table. And I just wonder, why is this happening? I'm not able to concentrate on my stuff. That's where I realize I'm a therapist. It's been now 7 years. I know that, what happens to the human being like us, that we get engrossed with certain, habits, and we can't unwind it because we get indulged to it. Taking sessions was piece of cake, like, and it was so easy to scan somebody else. But when it happens to own self, you really need to sit down and see what can be done. So I wanted to undone all that bad habits, like eating ice creams at night. I'm going to become like a potato couch or something. So I need to see where I can stop myself. So I took one of the book which was gifted by my friend, and she gave me this journal and said me that, Pari, you need to write down all that, what you need to do, and figure out what you need to think about it for your future. Time is precious. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time on social media. You're wasting your time, your 4 hours a day in the Netflix, and it's not helping me anywhere. That's where I got an alarm in myself that now I am going to sit down and write down all that, what is hindering me, which is bothering me. And I wanted to find my true authentic self, which will make me write a second book. this is my first book, Numerology, Self-Discovery Through Numbers. But I want to write my second book, which is lying here. So that's where I am just, finding myself where I'm stuck. That's where I sat down and I said, I will write all that, where I'm wasting my time. I made a list of activities which I've been doing the whole day. And where I am I'm getting stuck is the Netflix all the time. I like the drama, all that drama which is, outside my barrier, and I'm allowing that drama to be in me. I determined myself that I want to change this thing. Made a final decision, made a list of activities which I do whole day. And, I was just, how much time I'm wasting. Using my time wisely was important. Setting my boundaries for myself was important. I have begun to say no to the bad habits and turning into disciplinary. Prioritizing my work time, my fitness time, my food time, my family time was important. And saying no is the first thing. But how? Accepting my flaws, accepting that I'm not perfect all the time, asking myself that how much time and energy it will take for me to accomplish this goal. Now I'm ready to complete my second book. And here it is that it's going to uplift myself and also the other who also look towards me to help in their life. So I understood quote by Abraham Lincoln, which is so much close to me. He said, discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. Journaling helped me in that. You should try also. Over to you.
Well done, Toastmaster Pari. Thank you for inspiring us. It was an amazing one. Thank you so much once again. Another round of applause for Toastmaster Pari, please. Lovely. And now let me call upon my second speaker, Toastmaster Ram. He's going to do his L4 elective, building a social media presence. And his evaluator for tonight is none other than the gorgeous Toastmaster Shobha. Toastmaster Shobha, can you please read his evaluation?
Yeah, I'll read out the objectives here. Good evening. Thank you, Toastmaster Ian. Okay, the purpose of this particular project is for the member to apply his understanding of social media to enhance and establish a new social media presence. The purpose is for the member to share some aspect of his experience while he was establishing this particular thing or enhancing his social media presence. The speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shobha. Toastmaster Ram, building a social media presence. Toastmaster Ram, the stage is all yours. Go for it.
Yeah, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you also put me on spotlight, because I'll be using two cameras. One is my desktop and the other is my camera view. Okay.
Who's the Zoom master?
Anshuman.
Okay, fine. Yeah, thank you. I think it's been spotlight. Thank you very much. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. And my name is Ram Prasad, and today my topic is how to measure and improve the rating of your LinkedIn profile. As I was scanning the pathways, I was so happy to see so many digital marketing electives on level 4. And being a digital marketing consultant myself, it was my pleasure to choose which of the topics. There was a blogger, there was a podcast, there is social media presence. And I thought, okay, let me choose social media presence as my elective. And here I am. So at the end of the topic, at the talk today, I would like you to have at least 3 takeaways so that you can improve your profile and make your profile so much effective on LinkedIn. Okay, that's our goal. Okay, first let's get started. Let's have a lot of engagement if possible on the chat. And the first question to all of you is, how many of us have a very simple question, a LinkedIn profile? Just say me in the chat box. Okay, let's see how many of us have a LinkedIn profile in the chat box. Okay, we have Paris, Shaina, Anshuman. Okay, we have almost everyone. Okay, that's great. So today we are going to measure that performance. Okay, there's interestingly, some of you might know there is a way to measure the rating of their profile. And I will also give you specific tips. Whatever your rating is today, absolutely nothing to worry. And within 1 month, you should have a vastly improved score. Okay, that's my promise to you. Okay, let's get started. The first thing is that, what I would do is, let's get into action. And the first action is, obviously, anything we measure, we can definitely improve, right? That's the first step in management. We need to measure something so that we can improve, even if anything about quality. So I'll give you a simple link. Just click that link in the chat box and check what is your current score. Okay, and then we will see after a month, maybe you can tell me what's your score. If you're comfortable, you can share the score in the chat box. This doesn't require a premium account to check your score. This is called Social Selling Index. This is a rough indication of how your entire activity on LinkedIn approximately translates to a rating. Of course, it does not guarantee your objectives, but it would help you put you on the right path. Okay, that's the goal. Can we have any of the scores? Any of you would like to share your scores? That would be great to see. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. It's just a matter of a score, and I'll tell you how it looks. And I'll give you the key parameters which will contribute to that score. We have any numbers so far? It looks like we don't have data available for you right now. Okay, I find. Okay, I will keep checking and let's see, we have some scores by that. But however, it should look somewhat like this. First, let me share my screen so that I can, because we're talking about social media, it's good to go it live on our social media itself. I hope you can see my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so when you click on that link, what I have just shown you, it should look somewhat like this. Okay, this is called Social Selling Index. And it has 4 key parameters. One is professional brand, second is right people, third is engage with insights, and 4, build relationships. If you have all the 4 activities covered in a reasonably good manner, then your score is likely to be very good. Okay, that's the parameter. I'll share my score towards the end. But if you have anything above 50, it is considered to be good. If you have above 60, it's very good. Maybe above 70, it's excellent. And just an indication, it doesn't say anything about your activity. It's just that how active you are. Okay, that's just an indication. Okay, that's the first promise of measuring is done. Okay, now how do we improve it? Okay, first step, as we discussed, is establishing your professional brand. Professional brand in LinkedIn case, brand means you are the brand for LinkedIn. Okay, normally LinkedIn brand means company and other things, but in this case, for all activity on LinkedIn, you are the brand. So anything you do for a company is what you do for yourself on LinkedIn. How do we establish your brand? And the first step to do that is to make sure your profile is complete. And when I say complete, we have to start right from the top. We should ensure that we have a LinkedIn banner which is colorful or which has a picture. Then is a profile picture is complete. We have a headline, we have a description, we have a featured area, and of course your experiences and many other things. Once you ensure that you have your profile complete, you have completed a significant foundation part of it. And there are common mistakes people do here. Usually they write the profile in the terms of looking for a job. Even if you are looking for a job, assume that you're already in the job you're looking for and write it for the position, the benefits it gives, the activities you value you bring to your company. So that's a good way to do it in terms of professional brand. So the common mistakes is that people will do it as self-praise. Do it in terms of what value you bring to your target audience. Okay, that's my first takeaway or advice for you. Now first step, once your professional brand is established, the step number 2 is to go towards finding the right people. How finding the right people means using your search filters. Use it extensively. If you have a premium account, use all the filters. If you have a normal account, you can still use a lot of filters still there. So that is called step number 2. We have to make sure that we reach only the right people. And in the first takeaway, I also wanted to show that when you complete your profile completely, in the featured area, you can put all your certificates and all your achievements in the featured area. So in fact, one of the persons who attended my seminar, has put all this, and he in fact increased his number of calls for jobs, as well as he got a job recently. Okay, and then coming to the second point, which is connecting with the people, finding the right people, use all the search filters, and make sure that one quick tip for you is that initially when I first started long back, I also used to connect with randomly anyone and everyone, and that's a huge mistake. Be very strategic about who you want to connect with. If you want to connect with only HR people, marketing people, IT people, be strategic about it and go after them. Okay, that would help. And finally, the third part is we're talking about increasing your content. One of the mistakes I used to do, like most of us, after creating the profile, I hardly used to post any content, either because I was not clear what to do and how to get benefit from it. One quick tip is use some polls feature. I give you some quick tip. Okay, here if you use polls, for example, WhatsApp was done, use that term to see how you are feeling. Or another nice poll I have seen, which went very viral, was how many days do you work? The goal about this is that you need to be in the top of the mind recall of all the people who you are engaging with. Okay, this is the third area, engaging with insights. Once you do all this and make sure that you are continuously messaging the people, and that we have something called building strong relationship, finding the right people, and engaging with insights. So I'll share this link to you. If you follow all these areas, I'm sure your profile will improve to a large extent and your score will be substantially higher. Okay, let's see where we have any score results for anyone from has shared. Let me see. Okay, let me stop the share. Okay, I think we haven't seen any results, but anyway, I will share my results so that you can see how it looks. So when you do all these 4 key parameters, I think your score should improve to a large extent, and that would look somewhat like this. Okay, it's about 78 for now. Okay, I wish you all the best and wish you good luck. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Well done. Thank you, Toastmaster Ram. Let's give him a big round of applause, guys. Well done. And all of you, please check your scores as well. Even after the session gets over, please go back, check your scores and come back. And now let's call upon the timer. Is that Toastmaster? I saw Toastmaster Shaina joining in, but if Mahadev is going to give us the timer's report, can you guys please come forward and give us the timer's report?
Yes. Toastmaster Pari spoke for 6 minutes 52 seconds. Toastmaster Ram spoke for 8 minutes 11 seconds.
All right. So they both qualify?
No.
Okay.
Toastmaster Ram spoke for 8 minutes 11
8
seconds.
minutes. So Toastmaster Ram does not qualify. So it's Toastmaster Pari. So I don't think we'll have a voting then in that case for that. So, all right. Well done, guys. Now we're coming to the most interesting part of the session, and that is my favorite. It's going to be the table topics. And to lead us into this table topic session is none other than the amazing Toastmaster Anshuman. Toastmaster Anshuman, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster. So everyone know, I'm sure over here knows what table topics is. I don't have to go through the drill. All I want you all to do is answer, as Toastmaster Biju says, with celerity. So, who do I go first? Okay, I'll go with Toastmaster Biju itself first. Okay, Toastmaster Biju, you're into sales, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Can you say you own a gift shop, okay, and I'm your customer? Can you sell this particular thing to me?
First of all, I'm into insurance, not
Yeah,
especially
no
medical
problem.
insurance. Okay. Good evening, all of you. Anshuman, you are in the shop, right?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Hi, sir. Welcome.
Thank you.
Sir, my name is Biju. You are from which part?
From Kerala.
Okay. Sir, this you can see this, right? It's made. These two eyes are made by what do you call diamonds. So actually now we are selling this. We are not taking any charge for this diamond. We are just giving as a gift for you because you are the first person enter today morning in our shop. So my boss is believing the person who is entering the first, he need to be happy. So that's the reason we are not charging anything. Just now he gave me a WhatsApp message. He can see you from the camera. So he just asked me that normally we are taking for this is $1,200 for you. We can give you today morning before 9 o'clock. So you can just take this with $200. So you can pay by pay as a cash, or you can make payment through your card also. So I just gifting you for our memory. Thank you. OT.
Thank you, Toastmaster Biju. Sold. But I'll only buy the eyes. The remaining you can give. Okay, so next, I shall call our Honorable Area Director, Asha, Toastmaster Asha. Okay. Your voice is breaking.
Actually, Toastmaster Asha is in India, so not sure is it a net related issue can be. Toastmaster Asha?
No, voice breaking. Okay. Okay, Toastmaster Asha, your voice is breaking. We'll try someone else. Toastmaster Pari, would you like to try?
What is the topic? Can you tell me the topic?
Okay, my question for you is, imagine the average human lifespan was 40 years. How do you think you would live
it's kind
your
of rainy. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? If you can't, then maybe we should.
I think so.
Yeah, we can hear you now actually. Okay, Toastmaster Asha, I will come to you next, right?
Yeah, please give me a topic.
Actually, yeah, please proceed.
Okay, Toastmaster Pari, the question to you is, if the average human lifespan was 40 years instead of 70 or 80 or whatever it is now, how do you think you would live your life differently?
I think so. When you say for only 40 years, I am almost, now I shouldn't say my age, but then
Say you're starting off from 10 or something.
Can you come again with the question, please?
Okay, say if the average human lifespan is 40 years.
Okay.
And you're say 10 or 12 years old. How do you think you would live your life differently?
Okay. Whatever the given topic is all about, like 40 years if your lifespan is, and you have to manage your 40 years, and I'm just 12 years or 15 years, then I will plan from the beginning. I'll write down in my diary that what I need to do. As means I will be planning my month, and then year, and then year and year, it becomes one decade. So I keep on planning, and I would like to travel around the world and see how the world looks like. Only the thing is that what exactly is that body, mind, heart, and soul should be at ease to achieve all your goals, whatever you want to achieve. You can't wait after 40 to achieve your goals. You need to plan it much more earlier. Like, this is what it is. I feel that plan from now. That's it. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pai. So next, okay, Toastmaster Prabhu.
Yes, Toastmaster Anshuman.
My question to you is there any such thing as perfect? Is there any such thing as perfect?
Okay, just a minute. Let me pin the timer. Okay, so thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman, for such a nice topic. So my topic for today is there anything like perfect? If you ask me, I am a very optimistic guy. I would definitely say there is no such thing like perfect. If you look for perfect, you will definitely not be finding it, to me, at least to me. I will. There is a very good quote I remember. So if you look for a perfect time to start something, it will never happen. So whatever time you start, that's the time you have to take it as perfect, and you have to take on from there. Even there is a quote I think you all know, right? So even the moon is not perfect. So it has a lot of characters in it. From far away, we see it as like perfect, but when you go near to it, you may find there are a lot of imperfection in it. So you should not go into very detail. If you go into that, you will find that imperfectness in everything, even in the nature's own creature, or in the nature's one of the beautiful object, like even in moon. So don't look for perfectness, accept things as it is. Then you will definitely love it. So that's my take on it. Over to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thank you. That was very intense yet wonderful answer from you. Okay, next. Can we have the timer? He's been working so hard today. I think we should give him also a chance. Toastmaster Mahadev. Toastmaster Mahadev, would you like to try? Okay, looks like he's not feeling. Okay, Toastmaster Prasad.
Yeah.
Okay, my question for you is, when has honesty not been the best policy for you? When has honesty not been the best policy for you?
Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. When has honesty been not good policy for me? This has been many a times with me that I had faced this in life. One such situation was like it was during one of a few years back, during one of this project execution, we had one this issue with the system, but nobody had reported. But it was from my team, so I went and informed the manager. We told them that will get fixed before it could go to to this production deployment. But it went in such a way that it got escalated to a very big level, which was not even required. So that was one such case where I thought being this honest was not best policy for me. So back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prasad. The moral of the lesson is be selectively honest.
Yeah.
Okay, Toastmaster Ram. Toastmaster Ram.
Okay.
And my question for you is, if you had the chance to be famous, what would you want to be famous for? If you had the chance to be famous, what would you want to be famous for?
Okay, that's an easy one. Okay, good evening, Toastmasters and guests. If I would like to be famous, I would like to be known for as helping everyone for achieving their peak health. Okay, health is one area which is quite close to my heart, and that's one area, in fact, is my long-term mission as well. So if I can help achieve, okay, for example, if you look at the whole world today, so we are looking at people, almost everyone sick. Okay, and there are different approaches to get healthy. Okay, one is, of course, exercise, yoga, meditation, and of course, nutrition. A combination of all these would definitely achieve the health. Because of current times, so many challenges we face, whether it is stress, whether it is lack of food, sedentary lifestyle. So we're all going probably in the wrong direction. So there is a huge need worldwide to get this in the right manner. And if there is one way to get famous, and if this can help achieve the goal towards the mission towards achieving health for as many people as possible in the world, and that I would choose that as the right approach to famous, or being famous. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you get a Nobel Prize for the field of health. Okay, we still have some more time, so I shall call up my...
Shaina's there.
Oh, okay, Shaina, okay. Toastmaster Shaina, simple question for you. What is the best compliment you have ever received? What is the best compliment you have ever received?
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
My topic of the day is, what is the simple compliments, right?
Best compliment.
Best compliments received in my life so far. So for the current situation, we are going. Actually, I am going to my difficult time. Presently, I am not getting any compliment now. I am waiting for that compliment, but even I am doing hard work. I am doing my long hours for the work, but still I am not getting a best compliment. Present situation, but when we check the previous in my life, I have received lot of compliments. My husband told me, "You are the best wife in my life." It means you don't have lot of wife. It's only one wife. That is me. He told me this is my best compliment in life. Thank you. Hand it over to you, Anshuman.
And in the present scenario, I will give you 2 compliments. One is you spoke very well, and 2 is you're an amazing VPPR.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we have time for one more, I guess.
You got Nishta there.
Okay, Nishta. She came just on time.
I just joined.
Okay, so I have a question for you.
Yep.
If you had chance to have dinner with a celebrity, any celebrity, living or dead, who do you think you would have dinner with, and what do you think you two will be talking over dinner?
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So my topic is, first I have to choose a celebrity and then what we would be talking about over dinner. All right. So I think the first thing that comes to my mind would be, well, there are a lot of celebrities. Any of them I would love to go for dinner with. Hard to choose one. But if I have to pick one, Well, I could definitely think about having dinner with Amitabh Bachchan. And then I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about in common since we share the same birthdays and we also are from the same city. So I'm sure we would have plenty to talk about between all of that. So, and of course, my parents would love to join us. I'm sure they would have even more to talk about. And if not, then just taking the pictures and sharing it with the family, I think that will be memories enough. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Nishka. It's a great job from all of you. So I shall hand over the mic back to the TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. Let's give him a big round of applause, guys. Amazing questions. He actually made people go into the subconscious mind, dig in, introspect, find lots of stuff, come out with it. And all of you did so brilliantly well. Well done to all of you. Can I have the timer's report, please? Timer?
Yes.
Thanks, Mahadev.
Toastmaster Biju spoke for 1 minute 37 seconds. Toastmaster Pari spoke for 1 minute 31 seconds. Toastmaster Prabhu spoke for 1 minute 24 seconds. Toastmaster Prasad spoke for 1 minute 17 seconds. Toastmaster Ram spoke for 1 minute 13 seconds. Toastmaster Shaina spoke for 1 minute 6 seconds. And Toastmaster Nishta spoke for 1 minute 9 seconds.
Wonderful. So all of them qualify. Can we have the polls, please, for this? And please vote for the best speaker that you feel.
Just proceed. I'm preparing the poll.
Okay. So while that is happening, I'm now going to hand over the stage to our Chief of Evaluation, Toastmaster Prabhu. Toastmaster Prabhu, stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ryan. Very good evening, dear Toastmasters again. So a very important section in the meeting. So we are going to evaluate the prepared speeches in this section. So I have the team of evaluators. So I'm going to call them to provide a valuable feedback on where the speeches went right and where the improvement can be made. So the first speaker of the day was Toastmaster Pari. So the evaluator for her speech was Toastmaster Rajalakshmi. I would like to welcome Rajalakshmi to come on stage, come on the virtual stage and provide the evaluation for Toastmaster Pari. Toastmaster Rajalakshmi, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prabhu. Many congratulations to Toastmaster Pari for successfully completing level 3, Inspire Your Audience in the Path Motivational Strategies. Such a lovely presentation and a wonderful speech you have delivered, Toastmaster Pari. You were so lively, and in the beginning, it was smiling and it was so contagious also. And you have grabbed the attention of all the audience. You have started with automated habits, how you were spending your time on Netflix and other social medias. And thus, I was actually thinking where you are leading us through your speech or how you are going to inspire us. With that, you made all of us so curious and inspired by showing the real example, that is your own book. You revealed the truth that you are a writer and you have really inspired all of us. The next, you came up with inspiring activities, that is your friend suggested you how journaling has helped you and how it helped to complete your first book. And the first book, numerology, I really want to read that book. I'll be looking forward to receive the same. And the second book, in the making, you have again explained the same thing. Again, you have reiterated that how everyone should use the time wisely and how to invest in yourself and how to learn to say no whenever it is required. Those all are really motivating and inspiring words for all of us. As improvement points, what I felt is initially you have already taken excuse that you will be delivering the speech by sitting, but I felt like since it was so lively presentation, if you could have stood and spoke it, and if you had utilized the complete stage, then it would have been much better presentation. So we look forward to the same in your future. And also I felt like you started very nicely, and end also it was very much okay. In between the pauses were little bit more, like you were trying to get the things and then deliver. So in between I felt you could have controlled that pauses, then otherwise the speech is wonderfully delivered. So I congratulate you once again for successfully completing this project, and we look forward to more and more successful projects from your side, and also look forward to the second book, publication of the second book, and all the very best to you, Toastmaster Pari. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajalakshmi. I think the polls are also open. Parallel, you guys can vote for the best table topic speaker. So the next evaluation is going to happen for the speech of Toastmaster Ram. The evaluator for his speech is Toastmaster Shobha. Toastmaster Shobha, over to you.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
It is said that, okay, it's audible, no?
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, it is said that do something today that your future self will thank you. Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. We all know that social media is a very wide term. We use it for websites and applications that enable us to create or share contents, maybe participate in social networking and all, to promote something, like promote ourselves, project ourselves, our ideas, and also to get in touch with the right people. And today Toastmaster Ram taught us how to build and increase or improve the rating through one of such platform, which is called LinkedIn. Okay, how to increase the rating of our LinkedIn profile. As I don't have one, it was definitely a learning experience for me, and for others, I'm sure, who already have a LinkedIn profile, would have also learned nicely how to improve their ratings. I'm sure about that. Okay. Now, LinkedIn, again, we know that it's a platform which is basically either used for employers who are seeking for workers or employees, prospective people whom they can employ, and also for people who are searching jobs. And so it allows both of them. It's a common platform which, it allows both of them to connect to each other on a social network. So, and especially the COVID scenario around now, so many people are losing job, and I think it's a much needed lesson that we all learned today. And as the digital marketing consultant, Toastmaster Ram, you were the right person to do so also. Now, coming to your project, Toastmaster Ram, what I liked about your speech is that you kept it very interactive right from the starting by involving all the people around in the room, the virtual room, by asking question, how many people have LinkedIn profile, and you asked them to share their score, etc. You also made them aware of how to check their score, and and you also told them that how one's activity is directly linked, related to the rating. Now, I would have loved if you had shared your score. Okay, so I'll come to that in 1 second. It's already green. Okay, now you are definitely a very excellent speaker, Ram. It's always a pleasure to listen to you. And this is your level 4 project, and I have to give you an honest evaluation, Toastmaster Ram, today. So please bear with me. As a part of this project, you are supposed to create an online profile, okay? Or as you already had one, you already had a LinkedIn profile, okay? So what did you do to maintain that profile? Like, like you could have started with the rating which you had when you started with the profile, okay? You should have shared that. You should have told us about the actions that you took to increase your rating, okay? And did you really realize the importance of internet privacy? What were the actions that you took to safeguard your own personal information, which is again a part of this project, okay? you use some of the aids to show the other people's LinkedIn. You did definitely show yours once, and it was others which were more prominent on the screen. But this particular project requires you are supposed to speak about your own experience, your own profile, and what were the actions that you took. Okay, so I really request you that before taking up a project, it is better that you download the project. I'm again requesting you, go through the project completely. Okay, and I'm sure, have you completed the project completion form? Have you submitted to the VP Education? VP Education, do you have the form with you? VP, Toastmaster Anshuman, where are you? Do you have the form with you? No. Did you tell him that he's supposed to give you the form? No.
Yeah, I informed him, I think.
No, you told Toastmaster Ram to share the project with me, but did you tell him to complete the particular project completion form and submit it to you? It's a part of the project. Only then the project is complete. Okay, so I really like Toastmaster that you made us all aware about LinkedIn profile, but I feel that objective of this particular project, elective project, it is my personal opinion, so I felt somewhere we lagged, it was not exactly justifying, that's what I really felt. But please, if you can, okay, I'll hand it back to you. Okay, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shobha. And next comes the timers report. Toastmaster Shaina or Toastmaster Mahadev, who will be doing the timer? Toastmaster Mahadev,
Yes.
are you doing? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, please read the report, please.
Toastmaster Rajlakshmi spoke for 2 minutes 57 seconds. Toastmaster Shobha spoke for 4 minutes 25 seconds.
So I'm not sure. Shobha, only Rajalakshmi qualifies? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. I think then we don't need an poll there. So I'll move on to the next section. So the next, thank you, Toastmaster Mahadev, for the report. So the next section is the Grammarian Report. So we have our Grammarian Toastmaster Prasad, who will be reading the Grammarian's role. And he has taken up the extra responsibility of being the R counter as well. I would like to invite Prasad for providing both the reports. Over to you, Toastmaster Prasad.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prabhu. Good evening, everyone, once again. As an grammarian, my role was to pay close attention to all the speakers, listening carefully to their language uses, and make a note of any of the misuse of the English language, as well as any the outstanding word, codes, or saying used during the course of the meeting. As per the report, we had few nice quotes like "Do something today that your future will thank you," and a nice line was "Age is just a number," and "Don't look for perfection, just accept things as it is." Whereas the misuse of this English language, we use "you hear at him." We can say "you heard of him." And "why I told this story to you." Instead of this, we can say "why I told this story to you." And "Sergeant at arms followed the president's speech." We can say "followed by the president's speech." And Wordmaster enables fellow members for increased vocabulary. It should be to increase the vocabulary. And Toastmaster trying to attempt L3, this is elective, we can say attempting, or Toastmaster delivering L3. That's all from the grammarian report. Over to general evaluator.
Is there, are we doing our counter as well, Prasad?
Yeah. Okay. Just a minute.
Please.
Yeah. The purpose of the R counter is to note any overused words or filler sounds used as a crunch by anyone who spoke. Words may be like inappropriate interjections such as and, well, but, so, and, you know. Sounds may be so my role as a R counter was to listen to the R's and other filler words and make a note of that. So the R counter report for the day is Toastmaster Biju used 8 R's and 2 so. Our president just had only 1 so. Toastmaster Pari used 9 times. Toastmaster Ram used a so 2 times and okay 2 times. Shobha, Toastmaster Shobha used R 3 times and okay 5 times. And apart from them, no. That's all from this R counters report for the day. Over to general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prasad, for taking that additional role and performing both the roles to the great extent. Thank you for that. So now I'm going to read the report about the general proceedings of these meetings. I'm going to provide an general feedback on how it went. So I think the full meeting went with a remarkable celerity. I think we are rushing. Sorry, we are not rushing. I mean, we are so ahead of time. Usually we would be late, but as they would stick to the name or stick to the word of the day today, I think it's a remarkable celerity we are going with today. And to start with, okay, in spite we started the meeting a little bit late. Still, Biju opened the meeting with a positive note, and he compensated it with his message, and he inspired us with the age is just a number. And the way I like the way he explained it, always with a story, which is something which we can always relate to with somebody, a popular actor like Mammootty. So it always, the message reaches everyone in the audience. So it was great. And second, Rajalakshmi, the president message, it was very good. She created an awareness about health. She talked about the importance of the month of October and how it relates to the health, truly sticking to the true value, what the Newstart Club stands for, which is health and individual well-being. Kudos to you, Rajalakshmi, there for still imbibing or giving that value, what the club stands for in every message. And Toastmaster Ryan, we all know nothing more to be told about this person, fully energetic, fun-loving, and the way how, and he is in his comfortable fort area. I would call it his fort today. It's about talking about breathing. So his speech to me always have something for us to take away. He didn't disappoint us today. He gave me that, what is that, PhD. Okay, so I will take it forward. So I'm going to impress my friends with that. So it is great to know about that health measure, which is something which we always should be aware of. Again, sticking to the value what the club stands for, even in the theme. So it was great. Thank you, Toastmaster Ryan, for that. And he carried that meeting, I would say, from beginning to end, not at ended, but still now he's carrying that meeting. So great kudos for Toastmaster Ryan for that. And a special kudos to Toastmaster Mahadev for filling up the delays we had with Toastmaster Shaina because of a hectic schedule. We can understand, but Toastmaster Mahadev stepped in and helped us all with the timer to serve as a timer, and it has helped us to go forward without much glitches. Thank you, Toastmaster Mahadev, for it. And coming to the prepared speeches, I think our evaluators did a great job in evaluating each of them, but I would like to appreciate Toastmaster Pari for the great energy she had and the good message she has given to me. It's like an eye-opener for me. So I'm going to reduce my TV time or the Netflix time going forward. So thank you for that. And Toastmaster Ram, again, the LinkedIn guru. So there is, to me, there is no one else in our club can talk about LinkedIn better than him. So he was again in his most comfortable area. He has picked it. So it was too good. But I think from a time management perspective, I think still he has to improve, because he knows what is the speech timings, what is the objective of his speech timing. So I think even though he tried to make it interactive, he should try to put it in a way it all the complete speech timing falls within the constraint or within the objective of the speech. And coming to the table topic section, I think this is one of the meeting where we had more table topic speakers. I think this is what at least I remember. So everybody almost have been given an opportunity to speak, and everybody did a great job over there. I find everyone spoke for minimum 1 minute. So it was a kudos for everyone for that. And coming to evaluators, my team, so Toastmaster Rajalakshmi again did a very great job by providing you detailed feedback, not only detailed feedback and some areas where where her target speaker can improve in the next speech. So thank you, Rajalakshmi, for that. And coming to my second evaluator, Toastmaster Shobha, she is known for giving very honest, straight, and valuable feedback. And again, she proved it today. And she just the one thing what I liked about the way how she evaluated, she just didn't she just didn't evaluate it based on the speech content or delivery or something. She did measured or evaluated by checking the objectives of the speech, whether the speech delivered met all the objectives what it was supposed to be. And she has pointed out where we went wrong and where we could have improved. To me, I think in a very positive manner, we should take it and we should try to fill those in the next speech. So it was great. Thank you, Toastmaster Shobha. That was the evaluators for you. You did a great job over there. And Toastmaster Prasad, again, the Mr. Reliable of our club to me. As usual, he has helped us in every way to make the meetings happening. So he has taken an additional responsibility this time. So thank you, Toastmaster Prasad. And one thing which I would like to say about Toastmaster Prasad's performance today, I think it's good to tell objectives when we have guests around in the meeting. But we all know it's all only Toastmasters or the participants in our today's meeting, so that could be avoided. But that's fine because we have a lot of time, so that's fine. You spoke about it, but it could be avoided when everyone in the participants or actually Toastmasters themselves. Okay. And coming to the overall areas of improvement, so definitely in time management, the meeting not started on time, not all role players started on time. Please, I would request everyone to just join 5 minutes before our club start time, so that we don't miss the time, because everyone's time is important. We all should join and not waste anybody's time, so we can stick to the agenda, and going forward the meeting will be very seamless. A good start makes the full meeting a great session. Okay, so let's make it a point. I think it's including me. Let me take a pledge. I will not be late for the meeting next time. And all role players, please, you are very important. Before we see you, before we start the meeting, so please be on time. And one another improvement, I really see the quality of the meetings, even though we are less in attendance, the quality of meeting is going high. The meeting attendance is going down. So we need to do something on getting our club members to be regular in our meeting participation. I know we are all trying our best. I think still we need to do some more work there to get all the people and get more attendance. So overall, I find the today's meeting went well, and it had a lot of messages to take away. At least to me, I believe that's the opinion across the board. So with this, I would like to hand over the stage to the, I think, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prabhu.
Thank you,
Thank
Toastmaster.
you very much. It was an excellent feedback. Overall, general evaluation. You went into those areas which were wanted. You touched into some spaces as well. And I truly agree with you. Yes, the quality of the meetings are going up. The attendance levels are coming down. And this is something that we all need to come back together, put all our heads together and figure out how things are done. But overall, thank you very much, Toastmaster Prabhu. It was a great evaluation, and thank you for all your support with that. So coming back to me, like I said, we're going to get into the next segment, and this next segment, I really love it best because I'm going to take you guys into a beautiful reading session. But before we do that, what we are going to do is I'm going to show you another technique, which is basically called the hand pressing technique. Okay. Now, most of you know what the vagus nerve is. The vagus nerve is the longest cranial nerve that comes from the stem of your brain and sits down on your diaphragm. And that's the one that gives the information of your organs back to the brains, telling them how they're performing, whether they're good or they're bad. Okay. So this particular thing called the hand pressing technique is basically you're just going to get both your hands. So it's what we're going to do is we're going to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to exhale out. And then when we exhale out completely, we're going to hold our breath. And with the left palm, we're going to push the right palm and we're going to keep pushing it till we get the urge to breathe. Okay? Till we get the urge to breathe. The moment you get the urge to breathe, then you inhale and then you do the second round. Again, you get the urge to breathe, you inhale, you do the third round. So you don't wait for others. You just do it on your own. Just do 3 rounds. That is 1 set. All right? So we're going to inhale, we're going to exhale out completely, we're going to push both the palms together as much as you can together. All right, are you ready? Let's go. Ready? Inhale fully, breathe out completely, exhale out, pause your breath, push those palms and hold your breath. And when you get that urge, then you inhale and do the same thing again for another 2 more rounds. Put the pressure on the palms. The palms have to be built. A lot of pressure needs to be on both your palms. You have to push your left palm against your right palm. Keep pressing it. And that is what this hand pressing technique does, because what it does is it's a recovery system which takes away your stress, takes away your anxiety, takes away your depression and other challenges within the modern living which we are all facing. So every morning, if you can just set up and do the hand technique pressing, each set is 3 rounds. So if you do a couple of sets, that itself will activate your vagus nerve. Your vagus nerve gets activated because it's sitting on the parasympathetic thing. Moment your parasympathetic is activated, you go automatically into your rest and digest mode. So you're no more under that fight and flight. You're no more under stress. You're very calm and relaxed. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into a breathing session. Okay. And for the breathing session, what we're going to learn today is one of the most beautiful breathing, which is called the Ujjayi breathing. The Ujjayi breathing in Sanskrit and English, it is called the victorious breath. So what the Ujjayi does, the Ujjayi is it heals, it rejuvenates, it recovers much faster in times of health challenges. During the practice of Ujjayi, basic breathing, there is an awareness of the movement and the sound of the breath. So you should basically hear that sound of the breath that comes from the throat as it passes in and out through the throat. And this begins to relax. New forms of experiences arises with that personality. So Ujjayi, like I said, it's called the victorious breath. Some people also call it the ocean breath. And the ocean breath is a very simple and powerful exercise that can help you balance your nervous system, find deep relaxation, and trigger that self-healing. So for those of you who do not know how to do the Ujjayi breathing, this is how you do it. You just imagine there's a mirror in front of you, keep your right palm in front of you, and just fog into it, just fog. Just blow into it. Just do it one more time, blow into it. Now purse those lips, close those lips, and do the same thing. Purse the lips and do the same thing. You will begin to hear that sound that is coming from the throat. Keep the lips closed and fog. Okay? So once you get that sound, that is going to be your exhalation. Now for the inhalation, just imagine that you have a straw in the mouth and now you're sucking through that straw. Just suck it. One more time. Now purse those lips, close those lips and keep sucking. Close the lips. Purse those lips up and suck. And now fog with those lips closed. Are you getting the sound of the ocean coming from the pit of your throat? If you're getting, just give me a thumbs up on that. You're getting? Yeah, very good. So that is where you should be breathing out from your okay, so we'll just do 4 rounds before we can get into the main session. So just using your Ujjayi breathing, I'm just going to give you a count with this. And keep both your hands in the front, fingers nice, palms are nice and loose, okay? Not very, no strain on your palms, okay? Ready? Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more, last one. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And come back. Take a nice slow deep breath. And breathe out. Now, use that same breathing technique for the next 3 minutes or 4 minutes that we are going to go. It is going to be guided. You're going to inhale for the count of 8 and you're going to exhale out for the count of 8. Now, if you're not able to get to 8, don't panic. Just continue. You will hear somebody saying in and you will hear out. So the moment when you hear the word in, inhale completely and wait for the word out. Moment you hear the word out, you come out completely, waiting to hear for the word in. So you're going to go in that circular breath without pausing, without holding, nothing. So you're just going to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, go into that circular breath. And if the mind wanders away, just visualize that you're standing on the beach and the waves are coming in and lashing, coming on the shores and then lashing and going back into the sea. So just visualize yourself standing on the beach as you're going in and going out. All right. And just follow the music. Just keep on the music. The music is beautiful. You're just going to go to inhale. You're going to exhale. So if you guys are ready, roll your shoulders back, raise your chin up very gently, close your eyes by the time I get the music ready.
In. Out. 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 Come back, keep your eyes closed. Now coming into normal breathing, bring your awareness to the sound. Any sound that draws your attention. Tune into it and embrace the peace, the tranquility, as your breath has become more balanced. Allow the moment of deep rejuvenation and relaxation to continue as long as you like, knowing that as you leave from this experience, you shall do so with a new sense of positive energy, rejuvenation, and optimism for the night ahead. Much loved and positive energy and peace. Take a nice slow deep breath. Open your eyes and come back. Feels good? Yeah, feeling relaxed, feeling energized? Beautiful. Because what a lovely, that's the spirit, China. Because don't forget to notice that we have to live in our minds, whether we learn to breathe properly or not. And it's much easier
to live in our minds when we can breathe properly and relax anytime we like. We can relax out of any kind of intense emotions or physical pains when we have this powerful skill of Ujjayi breathing, this powerful skill of conscious breathing. So, as I end this lovely session today, I would just say putting days into life is aging. Putting life into days is growing. So, when deep breathing like the Ujjayi becomes your habit, health becomes your lifestyle. So, Toastmasters and guests, it was an utmost pleasure, and thanks to Toastmaster Anshuman for giving me this opportunity to be the Toastmaster of the J. And thanks to all the role players. It was wonderful having all of you. We had a beautiful time, at least myself. I had a wonderful time taking you guys to some lovely breeding. And I wish each and every one of you peace, joy, and happiness always. Over to you, President.
Speechless. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ian. I'm sure whenever you come on stage, it's pretty sure there will be something new as takeaway for each of us. Today also, the same thing has happened. So many new techniques. Literally, the last 30 minutes, like last 20 minutes, especially you took us to a different experience actually. I'm a person, I spend almost 12 hours in the office. As you said at the last, I sometimes forget to put life into my days. As Toastmaster Pari mentioned, it was like an automated habit for me. Morning hours, spending 12 hours at office, then again. It was like an automated, but now I really feel like I need to put life into my days. Yes. I was actually practicing through Toastmaster Ian's YouTube channel all the exercises, but nowadays, now like almost 6 months, I missed almost everything, all the celebrations basically. But yeah, those are the good things which we need to hold every time and we need to practice. Thank you so much for reminding all of us the importance of health and how we need to practice it in our day-to-day life. Thank you so much, and thanks to all the role players, especially Toastmaster Pari, for coming up and delivering a wonderful, inspiring speech. Again, as I mentioned, we will be waiting for your second book. We would like to hear that you are going to publish your second book, and I'm sure you will be making us wonder with your second book. We will wait for the same. And my special thanks to Toastmaster Asha, who joined all the way from India for gracing our meeting. And again, thank you so much to all the wonderful role players. And Toastmaster Mahadev, who also, as a Gavalier, he attended our session and participated as a role player.
Can I add something?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Ian, it was wonderful. I really enjoyed the breathing technique. Whatever you said, it's 100%, correct. The only one more thing I would like to add, the second exercise, what he did means the last two exercises of the breathing exercise, the second exercise, the first exercise was like this, breathing. As a female, I would say when you do these kind of exercise, because this month is all about breast cancer awareness thing. And when you do these kind of exercise, it helps your breast to be firm, to be good. And I'm sure the females over here, we can try and see how it works on your body. Over to you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for the feedback. And again, we have our winners for today. I didn't make the flyers certificates, but I will be sharing the same in the group. For today, we had 2 speakers and we didn't have voting. So the speaker for the day is Toastmaster Pari. Congratulations, Toastmaster Pari.
Thank you.
Best table topic speakers, we have 2 today, Toastmaster Prasad and Toastmaster Shaina. Congratulations to both of you. Yes, Shaina. Yes, that is the best compliment you have delivered today. Congratulations. And again, for evaluators, there's no voting. So that's all about our today's meeting. So I'll be sharing the certificates in the group. Thank you once again, everyone. And yeah, we can meet our next Wednesday. Our next meeting is going to happen. So let's all be prepared for the next meeting.
Before we go, can you give me a minute?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so before we go, just give me 1 minute.
Happy birthday, dear birthday. Happy birthday.
Shaina and Nishita, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, guys. Have a lovely day. Great year ahead.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Yalla, bye.
Bye.
Happy birthday.
Bye, everyone. See you. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ram. I will try my best to complete my